second session under the chapter periodic table and periodicity properties of elements. And yesterday I just gave an introduction. That's the last class. I just gave an introduction of what we discussed and what is the plan and the chapters of PUC. And then I think we discussed about the last session about the very basics of what is an atom. An atom is a minute particle of an element, or element is made up of atoms. A group of atoms is called molecule. A cluster of atoms is called molecules. We discussed that in detail in the last session. And also I also explained what is atomic number, and then I also explained what is mass number, and then I told how to calculate number of neutrons. N is equal to A minus Z. I also introduced around the nucleus you find the orbits. What I told yesterday, around the nucleus you find the orbits, that is called main shells. Main shell. I introduced yesterday, there are four main shells as such. If we discuss about, there are four main shells: K shell, L shell, M shell, and N shell. K, L, M, N. Therefore, I told you K shell can take 2, L can take 8, M can take 18, and N can take 32. So 2, 8, 18, 32 are the electrons which are present in the main orbit, that is K, L, M, N are the main shells. And we'll discuss about these subshells today before I could start discussing about electronic configuration, which I will discuss in detail today. I am under the caption of bridge course. To discuss the chapter, there are certain things which need to be learned from 10th to be to the first PUC. Hopefully, it's my duty to teach the basics and the required concepts to make this chapter more successful in the virtual classroom. Okay, so now, today we'll extend our study to another 10 elements. Yesterday I told hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. I think I finished 10. Today I introduce 10 more elements with a symbol. So if I tell the symbol, you must know which element is that, or if I tell the name of the element, you must be able to write the symbol. Beyond that, you must also know the atomic numbers. Very important for us. Why? Because at the next stage, when we learn electronic configuration, it will be very easy for you, because how we write electronic configuration, I'll explain to you in detail. Now, element, symbol, atomic number, very important for us. Okay, so sodium, symbol is Na. Sodium, symbol is Na, atomic number is 11. Magnesium, symbol is Mg, atomic number is 12. Aluminium, Al, atomic number is 13. Silicon, it is Si, atomic number is 14. Phosphorus, symbol P, atomic number 15. If I come to sulfur, S, atomic number 16. Chlorine, Cl, atomic number 17. Argon, Ar, atomic number 18. Potassium, K, atomic number 19. Calcium, Ca, atomic number 20. So if I start from hydrogen, at least in the beginning stage of 11th standard, so class 11, you must know at least till 20. Later we will develop it to 30 till zinc, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. We will add that in the next session. We'll add 10 more elements. So yesterday I did 10, today I am adding 10 more. Maybe next session I'll add 10 more. So not at one stage troubling you. Okay, now. So now this is about the atomic number. Definition of atomic number I have taught you, and mass number also I have taught you. Now I want to take you to another concept. By knowing the atomic number and symbol, I just want to brief it up about the main shell and the subshell. Of course, we'll discuss it later, but at time being, I just want to make things little easier. That is, I should have discussed K shell. K shell is a main shell. Main shell as a subshell. Orbit or as orbitals. Main energy level as sub energy level. So we'll discuss that today. K, L, M, N. So K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell. And very well I told yesterday by the formula 2n square, 2 into 1 square, that is 2, 2 into 2 square, 4 2s are 8, 2 into 3 square, 9 2s are 18, 2 into 4 square, 16 2s are 32. So this is nothing but the electrons accommodated in the main shell. Electrons accommodated in the main shell. Okay, now we go for the subshells. We go for the subshell. How many subshells are there? We'll discuss about that and then we'll try to accommodate. Okay, so remember there are 4 subshells. The 4 subshells, S subshell, P, D and F. S, P, D and F. Of course, we have different orientation that we'll discuss in the particular chapter called atomic structure. I will not go in depth of that. S subshell, P subshell, D subshell and F subshell. Now remember, S can take minimum 1, maximum 2. P can take minimum 1, maximum 6. D can take minimum 1, maximum 10. F can take minimum 1, maximum 14. I just want to give an idea of subshell, that's all. Not exact analysis I am trying to help you, I am just trying to help you the subshell because the next stage which I want to teach you is electronic configuration. Okay, now, case shell has main shell has 2 electrons, it has only one subshell, S. L has 2 subshells, S, P. M has 3 subshells, that is S, P, D. And N has 4 subshell, S, P, D, F. S, P, D, F. Remember, K is the first shell, therefore I will put 1 here, 1S. L is the second subshell, therefore I will put 2 and 2 here. M is the third subshell, therefore I will put 3, 3S, 3P, 3D. N is the fourth main shell from the nucleus. I will put here 4S, 4P, 4D, 4F. 4S, 4P, 4D, 4F. You know very well I told S can take maximum 2. And if I go to second subshell it is 2S2, 2P6. If you go to third subshell it is 3S2, 3P6, 3D10. Just to make an awareness what will be the third shell. Fourth shell will be 4S2, 4P6, 4D10, 4F14. 4F14. So this is how, see 2 electrons, subshell has 2. 8 electrons the main shell, it has 2 subshell, 2 and here it is 2 plus 6, that is 8. Here it is M 18, 2, 6, 10. 10 plus 6, 16, 16 plus 2, 18. Here 32, that is 10, 24, 24 and 30 and 32. 4S2, 4P6, 4D10, 4F14. Now this is just a brief idea. You take a paper and a pen, make a just note of it, that's all, so that it is easy for me to explain electronic configuration. Okay, so what is electronic configuration? And I am going to go for the Aufbau's principle. Electrons are added based on the increasing orbital energy statement. Aufbau's energy level diagram. I will write the order of filling the electrons. Then I will take from hydrogen to calcium today to teach about electronic configuration. Then I will start the chapter periodic table and periodicity in properties of elements. Okay, so this is the idea. When you are going through this session, if you can take a piece of a paper and a pen and just to make a note of this arrangement, it will be very useful for you to go ahead with the session. Okay, so this is about the main shell and the subshell. What does electronic configuration means? We are trying to arrange electron based on the increasing orbital energy. We know that as electron goes far from nucleus, remember I wrote the structure, central atom is called nucleus, 2, 8, 18, 30. That means electron is going far, that means its energy is increasing. That means accommodation of electron in the shell main shell keeps on increasing. When it moves away from the nucleus, when an electron revolves around the nucleus. I have given very briefly what is the main shell and the subshell. Now Aufbau, what does Aufbau principle says? Aufbau principle says electrons are added based on the increasing orbital energy. Aufbau's principle says, by a simple statement, it says electrons are added with increasing orbital energy. To make it very short, okay, so electrons are added based on their in different orbits or different energy levels, based on the increasing orbital energy, based on the increasing orbital energy. We also have something called Aufbau's energy level diagram. Many of you have come across in the state board syllabus. Of course, central syllabus, we have slightly different way of learning, but you need to learn this method also to write the electronic configuration. This is called Aufbau's energy level diagram. Okay, the order goes like this. I'll write this first arrangement. I'll write 1s, then we have 2s, 2p, then we have 3s, 3p, 3d, then we have 4s, 4p, 4d and 4f. 4s, 4p, 4d and 4f. So how the arrangement goes? The arrangement goes in a simple way here. 1s, then 2s, then 2p, 3s, then 3p, 4s, then 3d, 4p, it goes on. So I want to just make very simple for you. So now it starts like this here. 1s comes again, goes up, then 2s, it goes up again, 2p, 3s, then 3p, 4s, then 3d and 4p. So I will write the order. This is the order which you should follow. Okay, now remember 1s, 2s, 2p, then we have here 3s, 3p, then we have 4s and 3d. If I could make it keeps on adding. At least till here, a student should know. Of course, you need to know more, but for timing, at least till here, if he knows the order, it will vary, because already I have told you, S can take minimum 1, maximum 2, P can take minimum 1, P subset can take minimum 1, maximum 6, D orbital can take minimum 1, maximum 10, F can take minimum 1, maximum 14. This is the arrangement. So I will repeat again. What is electronic configuration according to Aufbau's principle? What is trying to explain? It says electrons are added in different energy level based on increasing orbital energy. I told you KLMN is the electron arranged in the different main shells or different orbits where it can accommodate 2, 8, 18, 32. I also introduced main shell, subshell. I have also introduced the Aufbau's energy level diagram. I have made the diagram very clear to you. With help of that, I have made you write the arrangement also. And by knowing the arrangement, now I will directly go to explain to write the electronic configuration of at least till calcium 20. I want to write the electronic configuration, hoping that you also join with me as we write the electronic configuration. Of course, state board and central CBSE is slightly different pattern of teaching is there, but now we need to accommodate this pattern also. I have made very simple. I will also help you while we write the electronic configuration. Okay, now coming to the electronic configuration. Now, students have a problem. How to write electronic configuration by seeing which number. If I see an element, sir, I define two numbers there, XZ in the form of XZA, in the form of XZA. So when you write electronic configuration, you're going to focus not on atomic mass number, you're going to focus on atomic number. you are going to focus on the atomic number. When you write electronic configuration, you are going to focus on the atomic number. With the help of atomic number, you are going to arrange the electrons. You are going to arrange the electron based on the order which I already wrote here. 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 4s and 3d. Information already S1 to 2, P1 to 6, D1 to 10, F1 to 14. Don't worry about the number which is before S. 1s, it can be 2s, it can be 3s or 4s. Don't worry about it. S can accommodate minimum 1, maximum 2. So that is the arrangement. That is the arrangement. So let me start with the first element, the periodic table, which I will introduce later. But first element with atomic number, you see hydrogen atomic number is 1. So if atomic number is 1, the electronic configuration is just 1s1. 1s1. So I go for helium 2, it is 1s2. Hydrogen 1 means 1s1, helium 2 means 1s2 there. What I am seeing and which I am observing and writing electronic configuration is the atomic number. So when you also write electronic configuration, focus on the atomic number. Now lithium it is 3, lithium 3, so we write here 1s2 and 2s1. Of course in CBSE they also teach like this 2, 1. They teach like this. So that is clear, but we are now just going in a little more deeper and how electrons are filled in the subshell also. It is right. 2, 1 also is right. K shell is filled and L has 1 electron, and second shell has 1 electron. It's very clear, very correct. But we are trying to write in this way of learning the electronic configuration so that we know subshell, how many electrons are present in the subshell also. Now, beryllium, atomic number is 4. Therefore, it is 1s2 and 2s2. Boron, atomic number is 5, 1s2, 2s2. Now, after 2s2, what we have? 2p, that is 2p1. 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. Carbon atomic number is 6, 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. There are 6 electrons. Nitrogen atomic number is 7, 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. Oxygen atomic number is 8, so 1s2, 2s2 and 2p4. So next is the fluorine atomic number 9, 1s2, 2s2 and 2p5. Neon atomic number is 10, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So this is from atomic number 1 to 10, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Just observe once again, if you can focus, you can see 1s1, helium 1s2, lithium 1s2, 2s1, beryllium 1s2, 2s2, boron 1s2, 2s2, 2p1, carbon 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, nitrogen 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, oxygen 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, fluorine 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, neon 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So this is about the atomic number 1 to 10, hydrogen to neon. Now I'll take the sodium, then magnesium, aluminium, then we have silicon, then phosphorus. We'll go with the atomic number 11 to 20. Okay, so I hope you are getting done with this also when I write the electronic configuration. So now I'll move on to sodium. Now coming to sodium, atomic number is 11. So I told you, focus on the atomic number, follow the Aufbau's principle, follow the Aufbau's energy level diagram, follow the order by seeing Aufbau's energy level diagram, keeping in your mind the number of electron to be added in seed subshell, not a subshell not more than 2, P not more than 6, D not more than 10, F not more than 14. Starts with 1 and ends with 14. Now sodium, atomic number is 11. The atomic configuration goes as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. After p we have again 3s1. 3s1. Coming to magnesium. Magnesium atomic number is 12. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, and we have 3s2. Next we come across aluminium. Aluminium atomic number is 13. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. 3s2. After 3s2 here we have 3p1, 3p1. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon atomic number is 14. So we go with 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p2. 3s2 and 3p2. 3s2, 3p2. I'll take up phosphorus. Atomic number is 15. 15. So we need to write as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p3. 10 plus 2, 12, 12 plus 3, 15. Now, after phosphorus comes sulfur, atomic number 16. Atomic number 16. So we write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. 3s2 and 3p4. Chlorine atomic number is 17. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p5. After chlorine comes argon. Argon atomic number is 18. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p6. So 10 plus 8, 18. After argon comes potassium. Potassium is 19. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 and 4s1. You can see here. After 3p comes 4s. Calcium atomic number 20. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 and 4s2. 10 and 10, 20. This at least this much a student who is approaching 11th standard should know. This has been taught in the lower classes, but it's my duty to once again help you as in the form of a bridge course to recollect the ideas what you have learned. Of course, I told in the CBSE levels they teach like this. They write 2, 8, 1. But we have this 8, we have divided 2 as to 2p6. Subshells were decided. Here you can see it, 2, 8, 2. K shell completely filled, N, K, L is filled, M has 2. Here also you can write 2, 8, 3. Well and good. Not a problem at all. That's how they have learned. And now of course we are teaching little bit elaborate method how to adopt to the present NCERT syllabus. This is also is varied, but this is also very, very important. This way of learning based on Aufbau's energy level diagram also is as important and as needful as it is. So now, this is what essential which I required. So that next class when I meet you all, next session which I come across, I do advise you just to follow first session, second session. I have taken, because these two sessions are important for me to jump to the session where I will be discussing about the periodic table in detail from the beginning, that is the genesis of the periodic table to the application part of the periodic table. Hoping all this two sessions which we have discussed has reached you all virtually. Hope you are enjoying, and at the same time you are writing down the equations or whatever we write on the board, cooperating with us virtually. Soon to meet you all in offline, but till then hope that you are working out with us. through virtually. Take care. Thank you so much. Prepare first session for the next session. God bless you. Thank you very much.